Hello? Is this thing on? Can you guys hear me? Hello? I think my chat is disconnected. Oopsies.
Oh, is it? Uh-oh.
That's what I'm checking because it hasn't connected yet. Hello everyone. Did that break everything? No, it's connected.
Oh my god, did I lose a follower on Twitch? That's so funny.
Murky, and is that Lee? Did you get a new username, Lee? If not, then sorry
Okay.
for assuming, but
I may as well go like into chatting
I want
too,
to
so.
say that it is you.
I think I'm live on my end now too. I think, yeah, I just unmuted. Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Um,
That's what I thought. Welcome, Lee. Welcome, Murky. Who else is here? Welcome, Toast. Who all's on your end, Lee?
it's just Aiden. It's just Aiden. That's it.
Nice. Sure, more people
Yeah.
will file in after you start streaming a bit longer.
Maybe. I'm not like too used to it right now. Let me switch to just chatting.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
YouTube chat's connected. Okay, we've got
Yeah.
both chats connected. It's been a while. I don't know. I need to stream more often so that like. Oh, you have the other character for me. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. I just have it like that for now.
I need to like. What is it? I totally just blanked. I need to start getting back into streaming more. I like wait too long between streams and then completely like forget how to do everything.
Yeah.
No one's gonna recognize you because you changed your name. You used to be Dusks. Is that how you pronounce it, or was it Dusk Z? I don't remember. I recognize the name.
Oh.
I don't remember how to
Yeah.
pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce
Okay.
most things.
So I don't think we should be suggesting that I wear a bra. That's it's a little interesting to say
Have
all
one of those
that.
sports bras with support.
Okay, that's enough now. Are you gonna stay on starting soon, or are you gonna switch
In
to
a second, I was getting I was making sure the chat was connected. I didn't want to switch over to just chatting and not have any chat show up. All right,
That's
we'll
fair.
switch over now. Dusks.
I'm gonna hold on.
It was a weird name. That's fair. You're gonna go do the dishes, Lee. Okay. Have fun doing the
gonna
dishes.
switch-
Dishes kind of suck.
So I'm gonna go ahead and like put on our blend.
Okay, you can do whatever you want.
I'm so used to just calling you
my
by
God,
your
Paylog.
IRL. It's so interesting.
Yeah, you better not expose my name online for
I don't
everyone. That would
accidentally wanna
kind of
say-
suck. Hi, Goob. Welcome.
Hello.
New
Oh,
or
actually, I have
returning
4
viewer.
viewers.
I don't think I recognize your name.
Hello. I don't know. I haven't really done anything in a minute. Honestly, I might keep my PNG tuber for Zach for this Minecraft tour because
You're lazy.
hi Candy.
Hi.
Hello.
The meow. I'm crying.
Meow.
Okay, well Candy's here too, I guess. But yeah, I am kind of lazy to be honest. I don't.
You are
don't
lazy.
really feel like it. Yeah. But also,
goodness,
my
he is.
partner made my Minecraft skin, and they made him Zach, and I can show that off once we actually like open up Minecraft. But
Boyer is now getting retired.
well, no, he's not getting retired. It's just that I actually have a Minecraft skin of Zach now, so yeah.
Might as well show him off a bit. Not that you aren't already doing that right now.
Yeah, I'm not really doing that right now.
I don't
He's
know,
not
your
getting
stream
retired, by
says
the way.
otherwise.
What do you mean my streams? Okay.
Not showing him off.
Okay, weirdo.
Because he's like 3
but-
times as big as everyone else.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Go on.
Anyway, I'm just drinking soda, so. Ugh.
I'm trying to think. How many
Life
Okay.
update?
life update?
Yeah, life update. What's been
I was
going on?
I have a list of stuff because I was thinking of stuff to say, but I've been working on the video. I have 30 minutes edited now, so that's good. Over 30 minutes. So hopefully new hardcore episode very soon. I'm also working with my sister on the motion graphics stuff, so that should just all going as fast as I can. I'm hoping to get the video done by the end of the month, but we'll see. We'll see. No
Yeah, a new
promises, but if I
video.
don't get it done by the end of the month, I'm gonna be really sad because I'm like getting a lot of work done on it. Yeah, that's like the big news is that I've gotten a lot done on the video. Yay. What else? I don't know. I think that's kind of it.
Yeah. Yeah, new video, finally.
You're not currently in your 2-week Minecraft phase. That's fair. Hey, it comes and goes. Nothing wrong with that.
Dude, I haven't drawn in forever. But I'm
You
currently
should draw.
working. Yeah, I'm currently working on this drawing. Remember? Of
Yes. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Ready to switch over to Minecraft?
sure, I guess. Let me see if it's on Minecraft.
You are, and it's awesome. Hey, I need to start. I need to play a bunch of the newer versions. I don't think I've played anything past like.
Let me switch.
I
over now.
mainly play 1.20.1. I think I played like 1.21 once when we were doing that like small realm with a few friends, but other than that, I just haven't touched it.
It is not loading. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh, there
what
it
did you
is.
do?
That took a second to load. Also, why is your stupid thing isn't loading correctly? There we go.
Oh no!
I have
Also,
to like move you around.
Lisa's hi Candy.
Hello.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
The new skin. Yeah, it's just.
Oh,
Let me like.
I've
pull up my
got.
Look at all my old skins, by the way.
Yeah, I'll leave messing with your
My
really
little
old skin.
outfits. Yeah, that's my
Um,
super old skin.
I've got some stuff that I'm going to be uploading to Patreon soon, so that'll be fun. I'm working on some new things for Patreon and channel members, so I'm hoping to get that stuff out soon. Also on that note, I'm thinking of maybe starting like a community Minecraft server for members. I'm doing my research. There's apparently a lot that goes into it, so
Yes,
Yeah.
figuring
there
it
would
out.
be.
It's
I'm
kind of
figuring
annoying.
it out. So, I
Okay,
do have
uh,
my 10 gifted memberships to give that I'll do later. We'll do that later. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to Minecraft. I think that's all the announcements stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Is Aiden's name
Okay,
white? Now I can't even
okay.
see it on the chat. Dude, I need to like revamp everything on my chat streams. They're so lame.
then fix it. You know, do something about it. Anyways.
I'm
Okay.
lazy.
Oh wait,
Yes,
I
you
need
are.
to turn on. Yeah, we knew that though. Okay, this
I
is not
guess, I don't
Roblox. This
know.
is Minecraft. Okay, now I'm confused. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. I need to fix it. There's a thing in the background. There we go. Okay. So the plan
know
for
what
this stream Well, I'll send you an invite in a second.
What am I
Chill.
doing? I'm just waiting. Hurry
Chill.
up.
I'm
I'm
saying what we're
impatient.
gonna do.
Chill, bitch.
Okay,
Chill.
so
Damn.
I couldn't really think of what to do for a stream since I haven't streamed in a while. So what I thought we would do is me and Lee have a whole bunch of old creative test worlds from back when we were doing, long plays and stuff, and just other
Yeah.
designing things for builds. And so we're gonna go back through all of our old creative testing worlds and just kind of look, because there's a bunch of stuff there that I've never posted anywhere. So you guys will get to see a bunch of old stuff that never made it.
Am I
So-
quiet, by the way? Because Aiden is letting me know that you're like a lot louder than me. So
I have no idea.
hold on, let me just lower you down so you're like.
How's the
Not
volume
as
on
loud
my
as me.
end?
You sound fine. Yeah.
Okay. What does my chat think? How's the volume of everyone? Do I need to turn anyone down? I
Maybe
can
you're
do
just
it.
Really loud. Hold on. Let me just turn you down on Discord. There we go.
Okay. We're gonna go oldest to newest, starting with this world, just test designs. And this was we started this world back when we started making long plays. So you'll see a bunch of really old builds in here.
Yeah, I'm just really quiet because I realized that I had my gain up
Here.
super high before.
Okay.
And it was also just because I didn't like actually talk into my mic. So that's why I had my gain set really loud.
I don't want
Um,
to show off too much until Lee can get here. Where
Okay.
are you, Lee?
I'm over here.
Once you load in, you're on the old. This.
Oh.
Wait, I'm heading over to you.
Where are
Okay,
you?
where do we want to start? The volume's good.
Here.
Okay. You ready for
me get my
waterworks
mic
because we're
all
going
up in
through
my mouth.
old memories? I don't think you need to do all that.
I don't think it's all that. Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to think. What's the best way? Do we just go from one end to the other, or is there like a specific
I
way
don't
we
know.
should flow through this? Here, let's go start back where we were over here. And we'll just go from one side to the other. So. Oh
Where
my
did you
gosh.
go?
Lee's tileable Among Us floor.
What the heck? Oh, that
Among Us floor.
Among Us. I love Among Us.
Yeah, that's
Guys, I
Lee's
love
work
Among
right
Us.
there.
I love Among Us.
This is one of our long play houses, which used to be an iron farm that I built that we turned into
yeah.
a long play house.
I wanted to make something tileable, and it was Among Us, so it works out.
You can tell this guy is on brain
Yeah,
rot.
and you can see, look, he made an Among Us carpet for this house
Yeah.
too. That's
I
where
just
he
love
got
Among
the
Us.
idea from. But yeah, this is one of
Okay.
our long play builds, and you can actually go and see us build it on our
Yeah.
worlds.
This was back when I had like my really old like deer fox skin, right?
Yeah, that was like
yeah, this
way
was
back
before I
when,
made Sawyer.
and this was the first
Hi,
rendition
Rohan.
of it. And that's something you'll see this very often in these worlds, is we'll like have a unfinished version that we scrap because we don't like it, and then
Ooh,
we'll
I don't
have
have
a finished
Axiom.
version. You don't need Axiom. It's not like we're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
doing a whole lot
Yeah.
Among Us.
Hi Rohan though. How are you?
How do you not have Axiom? We're in creative.
I just don't have it
mode.
on the hardcore one, remember? I have a separate instance
I
for
guess
it.
so. Yeah, but this was the original concept. I kind of didn't like it, so I scrapped it and made that instead. And then we turned that into a long playhouse.
Honestly, just to let you know, Rohan, there's like nothing going on, to be honest, in the stream. I'm kind of just streaming to stream. So it's mainly just for like the people who are lurking and want to build up channel points and just
Oh my
like
God,
have my
Lee.
stream open. Like I'm not really going to be doing too much. Like we're just going to be talking, hanging out, looking through old worlds that me and Sai made. It's
yeah.
not too much, you know.
Here's an old path design I made, and a few
Ooh.
custom trees. I don't know, custom trees are
That's cool,
fun,
guys.
but they're like really hard to get right.
They
So we got,
are.
like,
That's
a
true, by the
birch-
way. It
birch
is
tree,
Easter.
Oak tree. It is Easter.
Hey,
It is
Easter on
Easter.
420.
Okay,
That's true too.
that is true.
It's
It
actually
is
my
Hitler's
IRL's
birthday.
birthday as well.
Oh,
Ooh. All
What?
right. So
it's
here's
also
here's
Hitler's
this path.
birthday.
My IRL.
I know, but it's also
Oh my
Hitler's
gosh.
birthday.
Actually a dumbass.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Okay, so there's the path. Before we keep going this way, I'm gonna head over here. You can see this huge mess of gray
or am I
concrete.
just wrong? Hold on.
Looks lovely, good inspiration for your own world. Hopefully you're able to, you know, take inspiration from all of this. This is gonna be a whole bunch of different stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully you'll find
Okay.
something you can use.
Yeah, no, Hitler's birthday is on April 20th. It just happens
my
to line up
God.
with Easter.
Please.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Lee. Here are some like bunk bed designs that I made for one of my very first shorts.
Oh yeah.
I think this one I got off of Pinterest, and then the rest of these I designed myself. So, you know, we got this one.
Ooh.
It's got some storage, you know, some
Oh.
indented bookshelves, all that fun stuff. We've got, you know, similar
gotta go
thing
drink
with no
water.
indents, different
Also,
bed
wait.
layout. I like this one. This one and this one are both my favorites for these two builds. For the dual beds. I like having them offset a little bit.
Okay, I drank
so it's
some
not
water.
super flat. But yeah, this
I
was
just
a fun
realized-
short to make. You
It's
just
playing one
realized.
song from Arcane Candy on my stream.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Um,
I'm what?
I'm not gonna try to say it because I don't speak French. Mameo in ennemi.
Here's a kitchen
The
Lee
one
made.
song with Echo and okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This is Lee's kitchen. I don't remember why you did this. I think you just wanted to do something modern for fun.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a funny little kitchen.
Here's some double beds that I
Mhm.
didn't end up doing anything with. I don't know what this is. This is just like a fancy room with two beds. So yeah. This was mostly just a bunch of beds because I made a bed short. So
I just wanted to try experimenting with like
fun. A more
some
modern
kind of-
style.
yeah.
I don't usually. That's the thing. I don't build in a modern style. I've
don't
built
really
in a
either.
modern style once, and I'll show that later because that's in one of our other testing worlds. But there's some beds in a kitchen. And then we can swing over here and start going through some houses. So this is a house that never got published anywhere. Probably because I didn't really
Yeah.
like it. I felt it was just kind of messy and a little cramped. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
this
what this
one.
was. This was a choice. Yeah, I don't know. This one was just kind of overall a really big mess. And so I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it's a little small and cramped.
So not very happy with this house, which is why it never made it anywhere. Which, to be fair, there's going to be a lot of failed builds, because you know what, just sometimes you aren't happy with it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I tried to make a like fantasy style house. It's really boxy and I don't like it, which is why there's no interior, because I gave up on it. I like,
This one doesn't look
I don't know,
bad,
it's
though,
kind of
yeah.
plain, samey. Too many spruce leaves around the bottom.
I mean,
Um,
honestly, it's fine. I kind of like it though.
Here's another random custom tree. I kind of just randomly build these occasionally, so that'll be a common theme, is just random custom trees. This,
Also, how's the music volume? Is it too loud, too quiet?
yeah, relatable, understandable. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just, yeah,
It's
I don't
low.
like it. I got this house design off of Pinterest, and I kind of just played with it a bit. This house shape. So not really my original design, more so just looking at other people's builds and kind of deconstructing them and seeing what I like, what I don't like. Because I mean, you can see this connection line's different than this one because I was messing around with stuff, testing out different wood types, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff that I threw at it just to see what would stick, which is not a bad thing to do. I think
Why is there this
kind of
random?
making a huge hodgepodge of stuff just to see what you like works.
Was this for?
This,
Like-
oh my goodness, this is how old this is. You remember our survival world
Oh,
with the giant underground storage system?
Oh, okay, that's what this is.
That's for this. And that
Oh my
world
gosh.
was like, that was 1.17 stuff. So that tells you how old this world was. This was old.
Yeah, holy crap.
I don't know what this is, TBH.
It looks
I don't
like
remember what I want to say it was like the first rendition of the windmill house, but I don't know. I don't think a windmill would attach to this
Oh.
very well.
I remember this one though.
This is like a castle thingy that I tried to make. I think what it suffers from is these towers on the side are way too short. It's very squashed looking. Other than, I mean, I like the bridge design in the middle. I would have to go through and, you know, retexture everything because just plain stone brick is not very nice to look at, but it's kind of squished. Other than that, I thought it was nice. I thought it was a
Yeesh.
nice build. Another failed house layout. You can see, you know, if I don't like it, I just give up. I don't even
I
try
wouldn't
to make
even
it
say
work.
It's failed. It's just
Well, I mean, I just didn't
unfinished.
finish. Yeah,
yeah.
I guess. But hey, I could always come back later and mess around with it. Another one I gave up on. I think this was Lee's floor design.
Yeah, I don't know what I tried to do. It was something.
I don't know what I was trying to do. Why are there iron trapdoors here? No, was that you? I feel like that was you.
No, that was probably you. You're probably crazy.
Okay. Well, here's the windmill house. This is one of my favorite houses I've designed, I think. I'm a huge fan
Yeah.
of the windmill house. I know it didn't perform as well as most of the other houses, but I don't know. I like it a lot. I thought it was a great design.
It's a nice house, yeah.
It's also the one I made the short for. This was the first short that I did the music sync editing to. That kind of kicked off the other ones that got really popular. So I don't know. It has a nice place in my heart. It kind of kickstarted everything. We also made a deep slate variant. I ended up liking the stone brick. I think this was the first design, the deep slate one, and then I switched it back to stone brick because I was not very happy with it.
Yeah.
And then you'll see this a lot too. What we used to do for our long plays is we would design the build first and then like basically kind of memorize how to build it. Same for like the tutorials. We would like take pictures of it. And so what I would do is I would go back through and like practice rebuilding it sometimes. So you'll see like a house design and then like one or two copies of it next to each other. And that's just me rebuilding it to memorize how to build it. This was the first
Yeah.
rendition of the windmill tower. So you can see it was not very good and I redid it and it looks a lot better now. So
Although I'm not gonna lie, recently I haven't really been doing anything other than playing Destiny 2 a lot, and it's so bad.
oh yeah, Lee, how many recent hours? 100
I don't know what my
something?
recent hours are. No, they didn't reach the 100 this week, thank God.
Overall, what, like 500 hours now? You've breezed past everything.
No, I don't think I've reached that yet.
I'm pretty sure I got this house design off of someone on YouTube. I don't think this is original. I also don't remember. I should really start writing that down. But yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Sai has been working on a lot of redstone builds recently because he's just been, like trying to get into it. I remember this long play. Oh my gosh,
This was a long play. This was the island that we did. The
it
Spruce
was.
Island. This one's a nice
Yeah.
house. For what it was, I think it turned out really
It's
nice.
super tiny and cozy though. Yeah,
Yeah, we built an A-frame house.
I like that. It was kind of supposed to be reminiscent of like an A-frame camping house because the entire reason I wanted it to go into the floor was to like mimic sleeping bags, like the beds.
Mhm. All right. Okay, now we can work our way back across. This was back when I was, I think, learning World Edit. So you'll see like a billion trees pasted incorrectly because I kind of just did not know how to use World Edit.
But that
Here,
doesn't
let's
matter
go
now 'cause
way
we have
back over
Axiom.
here. Yeah, Axiom's so much nicer than World Edit. They both have their ups and downs. Well,
Mhm.
World Edit has its downs. Axiom just kind of has ups. This is a house I never posted anywhere. For the longest time, it was my banner on Twitch, and that was kind of it. But I don't really think there's a lot that this house has. It kind of was one of like the first houses that I ever tried to design. This kind of kick-started everything because I kind of liked it. The interior's different because I came back in and redid it after a while. It did not used to look this nice, but this was like one of my first attempts at designing a build for myself. After I think I found Wax Fraud on YouTube and their long plays, and I was like, wow, these houses look amazing. So then I was like, maybe I should try to build something like that. And that's kind of what this was. And then I just kept trying over and over again.
I got a random Gundam ad on your stream.
Me? Weird.
Yeah, on your YouTube stream.
That's funny. Well, obviously you would get that ad.
Yeah, I
But
really
yeah.
do like connected glass. It should just be a thing.
Oh,
in
it's
my
so nice.
opinion.
But yeah,
Yeah.
custom trees. You can tell I used to go way over the top with the tall flower spam. That's not gonna go away anytime soon, by the way. I kind of clung onto the tall flower spam for way longer than I should have, and you will easily see that over the next few houses. Here's a house that we haven't shown. This world, I think, has the most houses that we've I think it has the most houses we've never shown, because this was, like I said, the very first world that started it all. So we've got a whole bunch of me and Lee just messing around with everything to see what looks good. But I kind of like this house. I don't think the interior's finished. It is kind of
Yeah, it's
messy,
definitely not.
but I
It
think the
is.
scale was good because I know I stuck to really small houses, and so this one was a bit of a step up. But scale, I think, was good. Interior, kind of messy. Lee's desktop PC broke somehow. But the upstairs, could use some work. It's a little empty in some places, but overall, not a bad build. You really love the builds. They're beautiful. Well, thank you. Past me would have loved to hear that. Yeah. You probably can tell if you've watched any of Wax Fraud's build videos, but I was heavily inspired by their work. They're all amazing. Agree. Okay, well, I don't think they're that good. They're pretty nice for the time, seeing as I just started building, but I could do so much better now. Where are you at now, Lee? I'm lost.
Over here.
Hello. Thank you for the follow. Hi. Why are you punching me? Dude, stop punching me. Here's this house. I think I made a copy. Yeah, this one I made a copy and switched it over to stone brick. Or I guess that's stone.
Oh.
I don't know. I like the deep slate one more. This one was definitely inspired by Wax Fraud. A lot of these builds are inspired by Wax Fraud, if you couldn't tell. and you'll see that throughout most of the early builds. I kind of like this one. I felt like we could have done more with the interior. It's a little empty, but not
yeah, I remember this
terrible.
one. Why did we have 3 beds again?
I don't know. We just felt like adding it in. I think this one, I was experimenting with roof shapes. The inside,
Yeah,
very empty.
deep slate and spruce is a good combo. Yeah.
Upstairs, the upstairs isn't terrible in this one. There's not a lot of space though, so it's kind of hard to get wrong. Lacking a bit downstairs. But yeah, I was mostly experimenting with roof shapes. Also, button spam. I was very, very insistent on mob proofing everything. So great builds this follow. Hello, welcome, welcome. Well, thank you. I appreciate the follow. Yeah. What else? We'll go through the desert builds and then we'll get the farmhouse and then I think that's the birch houses too. I think for our long plays, this desert house is easily one of my favorites that we've done. The vines have kind of overgrown everything, but definitely one of my favorite builds because I've never done a desert build before. Probably could have a bit less on the oak trapdoors, but like I think this was we kind of went a little overboard on the interior, but it looks pretty nice. I think it ended up working well. You watch Wax and his builds are amazing. Yeah, I really like Wax Fraud's build style. He has perfected it. I'm not good at copying it. I just end up over detailing everything. You'll be right back. All right, see ya. Yeah, he uses deep slate a lot, which you could tell. A lot of my builds, my early builds, use deep slate for the same reason. Deep slate and spruce. All right, but yeah, I like this build. This is a very nice build, and the long play for it was pretty fun. This was a scrap design with acacia wood. Or I think someone on YouTube designed this. I'm not sure. I don't remember. This was an old design. I kind of struggled a little bit. The inside and outside of the desert theme house looks perfect. Yeah, I will say I struggled a lot because I had never designed a desert themed build before. And so I was like, not sure how to do it. But I think it ended up turning out really well. Sandstone is such an interesting block to work with. I should use it more. Okay. The birch bee domes. And then that's the last on this world. Also,
I remember this bee dome.
Yeah, this one was fun to do. The long play, I think, took a lot longer than we were expecting, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there's, a fully working, bee society in here.
Yeah. I remember this one. This one was cute. It was very fun.
And then this is where we had our beds and everything. But yeah. One thing you'll probably notice, there's zero organization in this world, and that doesn't get any better. We just kind of throw everything around, and that's it. There's just zero consistency. Everything doesn't have a place. It's all just kind of a huge mess. What is organization? Yeah, no, unfortunately, we don't organize ourselves at all.
Yeah, no, I don't organize manually anymore.
All right. But yeah. I think that might be it for long play builds. I don't... maybe. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Welcome back. You love the bee dome. It's pretty. Yeah. It was a
Did we look at
fun
this-
build. What?
Did we look at this farm over here? Like this?
Oh, the farmhouse. No,
Yeah, the
I'll go there in a
farmhouse.
second. This one was fun. I think this one was really
This
fun
one
to
was
design.
really nice. I really like this one. It's very cozy.
Building it in survival was kind of a pain, or for the
Yeah.
B1. This one, I actually got the design wrong. If you watch the long play, the roof shape is all wrong because I kind of messed it up. So the inside is like a block shorter because I messed up the roof. But this one I think was fine. This one was fine. I liked the
If you
fields that
didn't
we did
notice, though,
for it.
or
Happy Easter.
If you didn't notice, this is actually supposed to be this is supposed to have some stuff in it, but we just didn't feel like making more in that room, so we just blocked off that room on the attic.
Oh yeah, we didn't really have any
Yeah.
ideas. Didn't know how to incorporate it well, so we kind of just didn't.
We just blocked it off. It's fine.
And you know
though,
what?
it's
There's
fine.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
This one is one of my favorite, though, because it's very
It was
cozy.
very
It's
cozy.
very cute.
But yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I don't think we missed anything now. I think we've gone over everything.
Let's make a
Any
bet on how many times we're gonna hear
questions?
the word cozy.
It's just very cozy. It's very cute, very demure, very.
Very demure.
Cottage core, whatever.
Yeah.
Cottage
Other
core, yeah.
adjectives.
Cottage core. Okay, I gotta redeem that hydrate because I did drink some water. So
Think-
let me
Drink
redeem
more
it.
water.
I think
Lily.
that's
Go
all
pee.
for this world.
I went to the restroom before I had to start the stream, so
You're gonna have to go again at some point.
Okay. Okay.
I'm already drinking. You can't.
Drink more than.
Hydrate. Okay. Oh my goodness. Give me
Oh
a
my gosh, that
second.
reminds
Give
me
me a
of the time
second.
We basically waterboarded Sin in her stream because we just kept spamming
Oh my
hydrate.
god, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was kind of funny, yeah.
Okay. Dude, why is my guy lagging?
Waterboarding is kind of funny when you can just like constantly
Wow.
spam hydrate on your streamer.
But when it's
friend.
on your end.
When it's on my
Okay,
end,
okay.
I'm like, bro, all my water.
Okay. I think that's it for this world. We'll switch over to the next world. You just subbed because we seem nice. Well, thank you.
Oh,
We
I
kind
don't
of goof
recommend
around a
doing that.
bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Easter. Happy
So,
holidays.
okay. We're going to jump forward a while because that was our long play testing world. So, after that, I didn't really do a lot of like build designing. I think my mic is too loud. I think my thing was too loud.
Your
Oopsies.
gain was up. Oh, is that
I
why
think it
you were
was
so
up a little
loud?
bit. A little bit, I
Bro,
think.
I had to
Oh,
lower you down
well.
because you were like.
Here, give me a
really
second.
loud.
I gotta adjust. Let me adjust stuff real quick. But we're gonna skip forward a bit. We're gonna skip forward all the
you're
way
fine.
to the 1.20 update. All the way back
There's
from
an
like
Easter sale. Hold on.
here. Okay, give me a second. I need to look something up.
I think it's funny that Essential has so much like so many things. Like, what is this?
Okay, okay. We're back. We're back. Okay. We're going to skip from like late 1.17, early 1.18. We're going to skip all the way to 1.20 because
Ooh.
this world, you probably are going to recognize what this
Oh my
world's about
gosh.
once we're in. I can't
Wait.
spoil it yet.
Look at what they added on Essential.
What'd they add?
Oh, they
Oh,
have
the
a
happy
fancy
gas
backpack
thing.
now.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
also
What are we
cool.
thinking? What are we thinking? You probably saw it because I'm terrible at hiding. But what are
Uh-oh.
we thinking? What big for my channel happened in 1.20?
I accidentally removed one of my options.
I need to
Hold on.
invite Lee. Oops, I forgot.
Wait, I gotta get rid of this. I accidentally removed his shirt. Oh no.
You guys have definitely
shit.
seen what it is already.
You're gonna have to give me 1 second. I'll
That's
gotta figure out
fine.
where it is.
If anyone's in my Discord server, I made an announcement about it yesterday because something big happened.
That didn't happen. You guys didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, where am
A
I
lot of
looking at?
things have happened.
Hold on.
but I don't wanna
Wait.
say anything.
Hold on. There you go. Where
I'm
are
on the
you?
other side, complete opposite side.
Okay, wait.
Okay. I'm assuming no one knows, which is fine. That's fine. But this is the world that I designed the cherry blossom house.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And a few days ago, the tutorial video for it hit 1 million views. So,
Yay!
first long form video to hit 1 million views. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. The interior for this, I feel like I was slacking. It's
Here,
not the best.
don't go
looking
there yet. Don't go
interior.
there yet. Here, come out,
Oh,
come
you're
out.
right, you're right.
We gotta go back in time a bit. Because if we go over here, this is the very first edition of the cherry blossom house that I came up with.
Very rough.
I
will say.
used nether brick stairs for the roof outline because I thought it looked similar enough to the bark
Yeah, no.
texture of the cherry log.
No.
I mean, it
Um,
is, but it was
It is, but I don't
impractical.
think it works as well. So this was the first attempt. We have, an attempt at some kind of porch. We have whatever this was a bad idea. I don't know why I added this. But, layout, completely different layout. It's not the square anymore. It's something,
It's something.
It was an attempt. The stuff had just come out and I was messing around with it. I think the only thing I kept from it is like this sort of design for like the front bit. And if we go over here, you see I did something similar. But this was the second design. And I split it in half because I couldn't tell if I wanted the roof to be
Alright, good
steep
night,
on
Aiden.
both sides or if I wanted it to gradually slope down a bit like on this side. And so what ended up happening is I didn't like this side, but I did like this side. And so I was like, what if I did this on both sides and smushed the front roof a bit? And that's where we got the final house design with all of its interior goodness and all that fun stuff. So that is how the cherry blossom house came to be. Over here I
am
made
not
a
fan of the
copy
inside,
because
unfortunately.
people were saying if mangrove planks worked as well. I think the crimson wood. Thank you for the follow. Is that, how do you pronounce that? Is it Geep, not Jeep? Or is it pronounced
Jeep.
Jeep both ways?
Keep.
But welcome. People were asking if mangrove wood works. I mean, I guess it works, but I think the like purple tones of the crimson wood works better than the very red tones of the mangrove wood.
This is like orange at this point.
This is like warm. This is a cool tone, and I think with the bark of the cherry wood, it's more of a cool color.
yeah.
It's Jeep both ways. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. But welcome. But yeah, this was the thing that kickstarted kind of everything taking off on YouTube and TikTok. Because I remember the tutorial for this did well immediately and kept doing well. And then I think this was the first video. No, that wasn't the first video. This was, when was it? This was like one of the 3 videos that went viral on TikTok. So this was another cherry house design I had with spruce instead of the cherry logs. I didn't really end up liking it because it was very, very not like, I didn't it was too compact. There's like 3 blocks of space on the inside, and we filled the back wall up completely, so you have like 2
Yeah.
blocks of room. You didn't really have any room to do anything in the front. And the roof is so small that when we added enough room, you know, you have leaves and holes poking straight up into the sky. So did not really like that. So I kind of scrapped it. But that is all that's in this world. I made like a bamboo block test thing over here and then never used this world ever again. Very pretty build. Thank you. I'm still really happy with the cherry house. One of my favorite builds to date.
I also used it.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people use it, which is so weird knowing that a lot of people have seen it and like it, have used it.
People like it. That's the whole
I
point.
know. And then there's, I don't know. I always in creative end up building TNT cannons.
Why did we do that? That was really loud. That was so loud. Holy crap.
Wait, I gotta land on top of Lee. I gotta get my mace out and just.
Why did
There he goes.
that was so loud? Holy crap.
Okay. Yeah. This, if back when I was playing on Xbox 360 edition.
Oh.
This is what I would do all day, every day, is just make
How
TNT
did I get the
cannons.
achievement?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. This is Lee. What the heck happened that time? Okay, why are you're using way too much time. Lee's that tiny speck. Okay. That's all for this world. Yeah, this was like the first
playing
world I
Jumper.
made.
We're playing
Okay, this was the first world I made in 1.20. I designed one spectacular build on it, and then never did anything with it ever again. So, yeah, that's kind of it, to be honest.
Oh, I just realized this is our hardcore world. So do you think it saved that achievement to, or because
This
it's
is not the
essential-
hardcore world. No.
Well, because it's essential, do you
map
think it saved
isn't-
it to that world.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You can check,
I don't.
because
I
I'm
don't
pretty
want
sure
to.
the achievement. So,
Fine.
okay. Yeah. Just check when we go into a different world and see if you also have it there. But it shouldn't.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. So there's that world. The next world has a lot of this stuff from my shorts in it. So you'll probably see a lot of stuff that you've seen before if you watch my shorts. All right, I gotta get in here and invite Lee. Invite. All right, we gotta see where Lee spawns in, but yeah. There's a lot more newer stuff in this world.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, this world.
I know this one.
Where to start? Here, we'll go way over here. Way over here. I don't know why I built this over here or why I built this over here. Random stuff on the floor. But this is one of the first attempts at making something. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I was going to say it was the barn, but no, it's not the barn. It's like a house. I guess I was just trying to make more cherry blossom themed houses. Obviously didn't go anywhere. Never finished it, and it's way over here out of the way. So I guess that means that I hated it enough to leave it alone. Here's where I do all of my
These are
path
TikTok sending me
variations.
stuff.
So if you've seen my shorts, you've seen all of these, but we have, various different path types for various different biomes. I should make more of those. There's still some biomes I haven't done yet. This an attempt at making a barn. This world has all the designs for our 1.20 survival long play series that we did like 4 episodes for, and then never touched it ever
Decided to
again.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So barn attempt, another barn attempt, a third barn attempt. This barn gave me so much trouble. I'm not gonna lie. There's just a million different variations of this barn over here because I just did not know what I was doing. But in the end, we went with this design because we thought it fit the most. But we did make other variations. I think the spruce and oak and cherry wood and the birch and oak and cherry wood look the best. I don't think the crimson wood one looks good. I think maybe if we made the supports out of spruce instead of cherry logs, it'd look better. But
Probably.
yeah, we ended up going with this one though.
Oh no, my viewer count is going down. I have to take off his shirt.
Of
no, I'm kidding.
course.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So this, I will say, I was kind of tempted to try and make one of those really low effort, low quality modern house short tutorials things, because I was like, those get a lot of views. Maybe I could do that. Yeah, it didn't end up looking very nice, so I scrapped it, and I'm kind of glad I did, because this I don't know, modern building, not my thing. I can't do modern style. It's just I don't know. I can't do like sleek simplistic. It has to be more than that. So that didn't go anywhere. Here are some attempts at like a bamboo themed. I don't know. I tried really hard to get some house that used the bamboo blocks when they were first introduced, because I was like, you know, it's just like the cherry wood. People are gonna want to build a house themed around the new wood type, and I could not make it work. As much as I wanted it to, it didn't. This was the closest I got.
It was too yellow, to be honest. It just didn't. It didn't look right.
This one was the closest I got to having a design I was happy with. The roof and everything I was happy with. This front bit was not happy with it at all, and I had no ideas for the interior, and so I kind of just let it fizzle out. I should have done more with it. I think it would have done well, but oh well, not the end of the world. I don't know why this is here. I guess I was just messing around with sugarcane for some reason. This was another one of those, like, I'd say this one's different than the low effort modern house build. I was gonna make like a very, very simplistic like day one starter house, and honestly, for just using like oak and cobblestone, I think it turned out really well. I think for like a day one starter house, this would have been perfectly fine. And I think this would have performed well as like a quick, simple tutorial video, because it's a very simple house. Maybe I'll still do that.
What do you mean that you're coming to look at my stream? What do you mean by that, Lee?
I
What do you
wonder
mean
what
by
you could have
that?
possibly
What do
said that
you
would get
mean?
people interested in seeing. But yeah, I think for a simple starter house, this was a good design. And I kind of want to go in and try to make more simple starter house designs, because I feel like there's a market for that. Even though I don't really do build tutorials that much anymore, I still think that there's, you know, maybe shorts.
Untapped market.
This was our
Hi,
concept
Gio.
for a sugarcane farm on our long play world. We did a similar design that was like offset a bit, but I think it's like all right. It's very samey. It's very repetitive, but I think overall it was not a terrible design. See, here's a good example.
Okay, Lee. Okay.
I of what I was saying earlier, where like there'll be a house and then right behind it there's like an exact copy, because I'll go in and rebuild the entire house from scratch to make sure I could memorize it for the build tutorial. So, but yeah, this is the mangrove mangrove theme house.
I kind of like just this random pool of water here.
This was again, this
Okay,
is me
well, hi, Lee.
experimenting, me
Guys,
experimenting
as
a
soon as Lee
lot.
leaves, I'm gonna take off the shirt.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But
Or
this
am I?
was,
If it makes my viewer count go up, I might do
oh my god, of course.
it.
But this was, again, I was in the phase of like, let's do a bunch of low effort, low quality shorts so I can get more shorts out. So I was gonna do one of those like underwater house builds that I just didn't even attempt. But here you can see this over here. This was one of the underground modern house builds that I just didn't do anything with.
Goodness.
So you'll see this stuff kind of scattered around because I started immediately. It was like, ew, no, and instantly gave up. But this was the first edition of the mangrove house. I didn't end up liking this pillar being in the corner, so I moved it a bit, and I thought it looked a lot nicer. Even, spaced it out on the build a bit more. And then I rebuilt it again to make sure I memorized how to build it for the tutorial, which is kind of the reason why I don't want to do a tutorial for the fantasy cyan house that we did on our hardcore world, because that's such a
We have
huge
to
house,
rebuild it.
and I don't want to have to memorize how to build that. That's going to be a huge freaking pain. But yeah, like, I think every single house I did a tutorial for in this world, like this oak starter house, there's the copy that I used to, build it so that I knew that I memorized it. Again, spruce. This house I actually built on a server with a few friends, and I was like, this is a good design. I'll make a tutorial for it. So that was fun. Again, rebuilt it to make sure I had it memorized. Another bamboo house test. Again, I really tried to make it work. Here's the sword portal, the ever so popular sword portal that everyone just loves.
Yeah.
Looks better than your starter house.
Wait, let me light it up. Hold on.
Activate it, Lee. Wow. Yeah. This was a fun build. I know everyone thinks that sword portals are overrated, which at the time, to be fair, I built this a while ago. I don't think they were that overrated then, but I thought I came up with a good design. Good enough to get 3 million views on YouTube, so I did something right. Also, it's kind of funny. YouTube changed how they count short views. So all of my shorts are like doing really well right now. So I wonder how that's going to affect stuff. But yeah, no, my views have like surged because instead of it sorts it into views and engaged views. Because what it used to do, what?
No,
Posture check. Oh my god.
Just getting comfortable.
But yeah, what it used to
Okay.
do is it only would count engaged views, but now anytime anyone sees your short, like in search bars or scrolling, even if they don't fully watch it, it still counts as a view. So all of my short views are like skyrocketing because even people just briefly swiping past it counts as a view now. So I hope that doesn't break anything.
Ooh.
This is where I did my floor design short. I did one of these and never did it again, which I feel like I kind of missed out on. I feel like I should definitely do more floor pattern
What in
shorts.
the world is this giant crater for? What is
So I blew up a bunch of TNT minecarts because, like in the other world with the TNT cannon, I just like blowing stuff up occasionally,
that? Okay.
which is kind of funny. This I never did anything with it. I back when I was making tutorials, I knew one of the like genres of tutorials that people really seem to want to watch were like, oak mega base stuff, or like easy mega base, like ultimate bases were kind of like the thing that got a lot of views. And so I was like, why don't I make an ultimate mega base? And so I did. And this was the first attempt. I didn't really like it, so I kind of scrapped it. You know, you see, I didn't even fill in the floors or anything. So this was attempt number 2, and I got pretty far. I did it backwards. I decorated everything outside and just did not do the interior, so nothing
Oh my
came of
goodness.
it. I did the like decoration down here a bit, you know, like armor, smithing table, enchanting area, storage, all that fun stuff, and then nothing. And I just never finished it. I feel like this would have done really well if I made a video for it. Because, I mean, look at this. Who wouldn't want to learn how to build this when they're just starting out? But, oh well, nothing
much
came of
hope.
it. So sad.
Well, what the hell?
This build, I'm pretty sure I designed on a TikTok live stream. I did like 2 of those and never went back. It's okay. I like the bottom floor
Why is it all
more than the
depressing
top
music?
floor.
Holy crap.
The top floor is kind of messy. The bottom floor looks really nice. The exterior is a mess. I don't know what I was doing. But obviously it did not work. Just the shape of the house, ugh, it's a mess. So, yeah, nothing came of this. Unfortunately. I don't know what this is. Something, I guess.
It's the frame.
This is a build from one of our
Oh,
old survival worlds. This was decoration for we built Ian Exo4's Iron Farm. Let me tell you, I love Ian Exo4's Iron Farm, his instant Iron Farm. Whenever I make a new world with anyone, first thing I do is make Ian Exo4's instant Iron Farm. And so on our world, I was like, I don't want to have a giant pit in the ground. I'm going to decorate it. And so I did. And I turned it into like this blacksmith build with like, you know, you got your giant furnace over here. You got your outdoor working area over here. And overall, I think it looks really nice. Never ended up doing anything with this. I was thinking about making the tutorial for it, you know, how to decorate your iron farms or whatever. Didn't end up doing that, and so it kind of just sat here. This house is from the same world. One of the first houses I like ever designed. Because again, this was like way back in this was back in like 1.17, all that fun stuff, old stuff that I just copy and pasted into the modern version because I was like, I like this house. The outside's kind of messy. It's a little all over the place, but the interior I was happy with. I liked this room. I thought I did really well.
I actually don't remember this one at all.
Remember? It's from our
I
survival
don't remember
world.
this one, actually.
Huh.
Oh, wait, I do remember this. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, it's supposed to be the one with the drawing.
The map art that we kind of just were having fun on that world. This house I built on a YouTube live stream. This was one of the really old creative building live streams I did. So I like this house. I think this house is really cute. The interior is simplistic, not over the top, not too detailed. I think the kitchen, very nice for one of like the first kitchens I ever made. Overall, still happy with this build. I still think this one has aged very well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of it. The same stream I did this, someone asked me to design a bridge, and so I attempted something. I also tried another castle type build. I don't think the warped wood fits here though. But yeah.
What's that
Again, I copied that build that we just looked at to take a picture for the thumbnail, but then I scrapped it. So that's the exact same
okay.
build. I just copied it over.
My
Again,
hands
no
are so oily.
organization, no nothing. Everything's just kind of thrown all over the place. Oh, wait, there's a pond over here. One of our building streams I did like a mini pond tutorial. I still need to do a pond tutorial. That's something I want to do at some point. But I built a pond from scratch because one of my favorite things to build is ponds. Yeah, like look at that. It's a pond. It has cattails. It's got custom texturing, all that fun stuff. So, oh my gosh, a frog.
Why is there a frog here?
Because it's a pond. Here, wait. I gotta spawn a few more in. We gotta have more. It's a pond. All right.
There we go.
Did you spawn in more? Oh my god. Yeah.
A lot of frogs for some. Why are there so many? Wait. I don't remember spawning in that many. Hold on.
Well, I also spawned in some, so don't spawn in more. Okay. Stop.
I didn't.
Okay.
Over here to the
here,
to
wait.
the mine. The mine design.
Did we look at this? I built
No,
this
we did
for a
not.
long play world. I like this design. I actually did not design beforehand. If you watch the long play, I came up with the design entirely on the spot because I genuinely had no plans for this long play. So I was just like, I'll build something. I think it turned out pretty well for not having any ideas or any plan when I started it. I think it turned out really well. This I made for the intro to my Halloween videos. If you look at the very first From the Fog video, you see me staring into this computer typing away. So there's a bit of stuff for that. And that's it. That's all for this test world. We have one more to go. One more. The most recent one. Well, I say most recent, but it's like one of the most recent ones. All right. Where is it? For build test. And this one, you'll probably recognize most of the stuff because this is, like I said, very recent. Okay, we're going to invite Lee. Let him get on. As you can see, again,
Wait.
absolutely
right
no
back. Wait.
organization. But we'll kind of just fly around and see. There's some things that I have not shown anyone on this world. So, very excited to show off some of the stuff I've been working on behind the scenes. Nothing for future videos is on this world. That's on the other worlds. Hello, Ella. Where have I been? I've been busy. I have a job now. Ugh. It's so sad. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I do have a job now, but that's kind of important to have as an adult. You need money. Okay. But yeah, no future projects yet. Just stuff I've been messing with behind the scenes. There's a different world I have for future projects. I'm not going to show those yet. That's a secret. You guys get to see all the random stuff I've been working on, though.
Sorry, I want to go drink some water really quick somewhere. So,
But there's
Why do I
some
have
fun stuff in
Axiom
this
now?
world. I
I
don't
have
know.
Axiom now. What in the world?
I don't know, dude.
And now I have Axiom. What is going on?
All right. Okay. We'll start off with iconic thing number 1. This is where it all started for the Cyan Fantasy House. This layout I made. I literally just randomly made this layout and ended up turning it into one of my favorite houses I've ever built. So this was the first rendition. We got the layout done, designed, all that fun stuff. I copied it over and replaced all the blocks, and we got the very bare bones, basic layout done. And then from here, I copied this over to here, you know, edited some of the textures a bit, you know, changed out some of the blocks. We added the interior, all that fun stuff. And this is the final design. You keep what?
I keep blowing into my mic, and it's like making Zach talk when I'm not actually talking.
Don't breathe so heavily then. Duh. But yeah, this
Anyways,
is the final design of the house. And then I copied it over because I wanted to see if I liked having the roofs be like a gradient from the stripped warp stem all the way down to the dark prismarine, or if I just wanted it random textured. To be fair, I think I prefer the gradient over the random texturing, but I didn't get done in time to actually implement it in the hardcore world. So the hardcore world has the random texturing. I might go back in later and fix it, but for now, we're stuck with that. And that's all there is for this house. This one actually doesn't have most of the interior because I copied it over before we had finished. So this one's kind of empty. That's exciting. Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just doesn't give me a lot of extra time to work on streaming and videos, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm
Yeah.
getting stuff done. Okay, so that's the main attraction, I think, for right now. You know, we'll go this way and then we'll head back that way. So where are you, Lee?
I'm right behind you.
Okay, over here, you'll probably recognize this. These are all of our remodeled villager houses. All we did was we pasted all of the default vanilla houses into our creative world. We marked off the duplicates so that we didn't have to redesign them. And then we went in and fully remodeled them. And we did this for every single village house type. We got all of them. And then we put them in our hardcore world. So you've probably already have seen this if you've watched my videos. You like my building style, very detailed. Well, thank you. I feel like I sometimes am on the line of over detailed and just the right amount of detailed, but that's all right. Nothing wrong with going a little overboard sometimes. This custom tree again, lots of random custom trees around. You'll notice that a lot. This was me testing out some wall designs for our village. I ended up going with this one, but I also came up with this as well. Was just happier with this one. Another custom tree. This is where we designed the entrance to the village. I'm still happy with this. I think the circle that I came up with for it turned out really well. Messing around with wall design stuff, path design stuff, all that fun stuff. Over here, a lot of this stuff you see off in the distance is me messing around with Axiom because this world was made right around I had this world right when Axiom first came out, and so I was messing around with it a bunch. A giant floating tree. This was the first attempt. Right here is where the first attempt at making the meteorite crater. It's kind of really ugly. I didn't end up liking it very much. Very ugly, very not good looking. Overall, just not good. I'm glad we redid it in the actual. We did a copy of the seed and designed it there, because otherwise it would have looked awful. More Axiom testing.
Oh.
What happened?
I forgot that I can like break blocks.
Oh, you have
really
like
far
infinite
away.
reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
More Axiom messing around with. This was us going in, creating the schematics for the crater build. So that's why you see a bunch of copies floating around. The original design, instead of having the meteorite in the middle, I was going to take my old sword portal design and stick it in the middle. It didn't look good, so I didn't go with that. And that's kind of it over here. There's just a lot of Axiom messing around with over here. Here, Lee, turn up your fly speed, and we're going to go the complete opposite direction. Over here. Because this is all new stuff.
You disappeared. What?
Right here. Whoa. There you go. You're like right above me. This was actually for
I'm in the
Candy.
void
Candy
now.
asked me to design a floor design for one of his houses he was building. So that's this. This was me
Yeah.
messing around with soul speed Because where is it? / enchant me.
We should
Soul
give me one
speed
too, haha.
3. Because if you see the FOV kind of goes all funky when you got soul speed. You know, you're sprinting really fast, and it just makes it really zoomed. Now, what do you think happens when we have a beacon that increases our speed even more? Let me get a beacon, and you have a diamond. Oh, okay. Thank you. So if we get speed 2 on the beacon and soul speed 3 and my FOV is 95 normally, what do you think is going to happen with the sprinting animation? It becomes very hard to see. It zooms
What happens if you
so
put it on
much.
Quick Pro?
Well, actually, if I go into options and accessibility settings, the FOV effects, I set
Yo.
it to 50.
Oh,
I have mine on 50. Watch what happens when I put it back up to 100.
this is so weird. Oh my gosh.
What's it normally
Ew.
at? Can I? No, that's essential settings. I don't know what it's normally at, but I turned it down a
Isn't
bit.
it like 70?
I'm not sure, but I keep it at like 40, 50 because anything above that, and it's just really hard to watch.
Yo, this is so...
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna be using a lot of Soul Speed 3, Speed 2 beacons because that's a little over the top.
It's so weird. If you like change your FOV by looking up and down, it's
Mm-hmm.
like... that looks so funky.
What else is over here? This is Ian Exo4's instant sheep farm with 24 sheep. I was just building it to make sure I knew how to build it.
This looks
Hello.
so weird.
Hi, Infinitely.
Sorry, are you
Welcome,
looking
welcome.
at my stream?
Yes, I am. You're messing around with the FOV effects.
Oh.
Oh, there goes Candy.
Candy is AFK. Oh no.
Why is this chunk
Oh my
loader still
gosh.
running? Let me go turn it off. But yeah, chunk loader for the hardcore world, sand duper for the hardcore world, just making sure I knew how to build both of them. This glowstone here, I have a texture pack that turns it into a green screen. So if there's any parts in the video where my player comes on and it's like cut out of the background, if I put on my green screen pack, it's probably me recording on this. Because look, now it's green and I can chroma key out the background. So there's that. The next few areas you'll probably recognize from my last video. Here's the classroom type thing that I designed for the last video. You know, just a background, nothing fancy. This right here, this the couch that I recorded my apology video on.
Okay.
So that's nice. This is the only thing I've built like modern style, and it's only modern interior because I can't build actually like exterior stuff. Here's the dude I apologize to. Hey buddy, you're stuck here forever. Yeah. I thought that was a fun bit for the video.
And
I thought that
then
was
this one
funny.
over here.
Oh, and then this one. This is the end bit where I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. I couldn't get one of the villagers to walk into the sweet berry bushes on its own, so I just spawned one on top of it and it died, and I used that for the video.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sai is a villager abuser, guys.
So, hey, it's funny. Why did this dude keeps trying to jump on top of this? I don't know why. I think you can see him doing this in the background in the video if you watch it. But more modern
Yeah.
interior stuff. Yeah, he's kind of stupid. TBH. Yeah, some of the villagers I had to barrier block in because they would not sit in all the right places that I wanted them to be. Did you Did you break a turtle egg by landing on it?
Oh, I might have stepped on it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's. Why are you landing on them?
I don't think it
Yeah,
works.
they're kind of barrier blocked in so that they would stop jumping all over everything. But yeah,
Oh, you're not gonna look at that over there in the giant.
I will.
looking,
That's later. I'm looking over here. This
Okay.
my last video was the Villager Paradise video. This is actually what my computer area in real life kind of looks like. The room has like the closet right here, and then there's like a little indent over here, and I have a desk and some speakers with my computer and some foam on the wall.
And you have a webcam that you can turn on.
I'm not turning on my webcam right now. That is
Guys,
not
face
happening.
reveal. Face reveal. for
Not
Sam.
happening. Not happening.
Guys, if we just peer pressure him enough, he'll face reveal.
No. Okay.
I'm kidding. Don't
I know
do
you're
that.
all probably wondering what this giant thing in the background is, and I will get to it.
are you?
Anyways, I'm flying off towards the giant thing in the background. I wanted to take a stab at building something huge. And so I'm working on this. This is still a work in progress. I'm not done with it. I'm not really happy with it right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this whole thing up. These walls are too short. So I'm going to raise them up a bit,
yeah.
and then it won't look as bad. But the plan is I'm building half of it and then flipping it to have the whole build. And I think up here there's going to be a giant dome. I think that's the end goal, is going to be like a giant dome at the top.
It's
But-
huge.
It is really big. And that's the individual pieces. I designed the individual pieces and then pasted them over and connected them up. And I think for my first ever build of this scale, it's not terrible. But
Yeah.
like I said, there's parts that need to be tweaked. These walls need to be taller. I think the towers need to have a little bit more detail on them. They're like just under detailed. And then, giant dome in the middle. I don't know what else it needs, but I think it'll look really cool once it's done. So what I was planning, this was going to be something that I was just going to make like a time lapse video, like a short time lapse of me designing the whole thing, making a mega structure for the first time. But yeah, and I think that's it. I think that is it for all of our testing worlds. Except
Well, I
like
mean, there's
we
still
have
this stuff over here, whatever this is.
What
it's all the
stuff?
copy paste and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. What's this? Wait, I need to see what this small box is. This, you'll recognize this from the last video. I think this was also from the last video. I was making a wall design, I think. I don't know. There's just a bunch of random stuff over here. Copy pasted pieces and little bits of the build. When do we get the Cyan House tutorial? I don't know. That thing's so big. I don't know
After
if I wanna
$50 donated right now.
Dude, if you donate me $50, I will make that house tutorial. Ugh, that's the thing though. Like, if I made a tutorial for it, it probably would do well, and I would probably make a decent amount of money off it. But at the same time, it's such a difficult house to build. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did not optimize that build for survival at all. There are a bunch
Yeah.
of random air pockets and just blocked off spaces. And overall, I probably could have optimized it better. So like, I feel like if I make a tutorial, I'm gonna have to go in and fix all this stuff with it first and then make a tutorial for it.
I'm looking around and just exploring a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the void, by the way? The void looks so pretty on the shader. It makes me want to jump in.
So what did we think of touring all of our old creative test worlds? I know it wasn't that exciting, TBH. I really didn't know what to do for
our
stream. Dude,
test
why is
worlds,
the
by the
game
way.
so lagging? Are you
Oh, that
stop
might be
flying
me.
around so much? You're loading a million chunks at once.
That might be me, my bad. But do you want to look at like our old survival stuff too, or
Do we want to do that now? I was actually okay. I don't know. I would have to go in first and fix the one thing on the old survival world. Plus, I think we'll do the survival worlds later because there's a handful of really, really old survival worlds I want to dig up first. Because if we're going to do the old survival worlds, we're going way, way old. So, yeah.
I don't know why I did all that.
Just do an exterior, not an interior. I don't know. That's the thing. The exterior, like I said, not very optimized. Like here, watch. Let's go. We have the build right here. Let's fly inside. Like I think over here, it's this side. Like this is just a random space for no reason. Or I feel like there's more. I don't remember though.
No, we blocked them all off. Remember, or we like.
Well,
filled them
except for this
in.
one.
Except for where?
No, there's a random space. Like there's a random space right here. There's one right here. Overall, it's just not optimized for survival building. I mean, I feel like I should make a tutorial.
Would you guys
It might
watch
be
me
one of the
play
last
Destiny 2, by the
tutorial
way?
videos. But maybe I'll make a tutorial.
Once we're done, do you want to try playing Destiny 2, Sai? Or
I don't want to play Destiny 2.
I have been getting very into Destiny 2, unfortunately. I wonder if Chazzy's awake.
I'll probably make a tutorial for this at some point. I think it would be dumb of me not to. But for now, I don't know when it's gonna be. It'll probably be a while from now. But I should. It'll do well.
I think he did fall asleep, dang.
I wish I kept a copy of the build that didn't have the interior, just the exterior, so I could like see. Because like, look at this mess. Like, we did not
Yeah.
design this build with like survival in mind at all. Like, it's just a huge mess. I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff together and was like, well, hopefully this works. So it's a hot mess on the inside. But I'm glad it looks good on the outside. That's all that. Dude, what did you
What?
do?
What?
What
What?
is this?
It's nothing, don't.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Did you make like a sphere of is that why it lagged out? Because you were being...
No.
What the heck even
You're just
happened
crazy.
here? Hello?
You're just crazy.
Okay,
You're actually just
okay.
crazy.
Uh,
That was there before I got here.
no, it wasn't, dude. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's kind of it. And I don't know what we'll do next stream. If we stream again, it'll be next Saturday. Dude, what are you doing? You just
That wasn't
pasted
me.
another torch thing. I watched you. I looked at
wasn't
my
me, no.
phone.
That wasn't me.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I don't really know what to do now. That's kind of all I had planned for stream.
Do you want to play Destiny?
I'm not playing Destiny. I'm not playing Destiny. I'm not
So
touching that game for a
lame.
while.
Why?
Because I
You
don't
just hate
want
me?
to. I need to work on my video, bro.
That's fair.
Why do I have rockets that actually do stuff? When did I make these?
Whoops.
Maybe when I punched holes in the ground. The next video will be the Cyan House tutorial. Wrong. The next video is going to be my hardcore video. I need to get that done by the end of the month. After that, we'll see about the Cyan House. I don't know. I haven't streamed in so long. Oh, you know what I need to do? As a thank you for everyone still watching, I'm gonna go ahead and give 10 memberships away.
Ooh, hopefully it's me. Hope it's me. Hope
Oh
it's
my gosh,
me.
who wants a membership?
I want a membership. Oh my gosh. I don't actually want to pay anything though.
I want it. I want it.
I want the
There we go.
membership.
First 5. Who got it? Who got it? And it's just gonna be no one that's watching right now.
Bravado, Bro, Jose. Okay, well, yeah.
Was it no one that's watching?
No one that was watching. That's so sad.
Come on, come on. We gotta get someone that's watching.
Okay.
No one
No
that's
one that was
watching,
watching,
got
wow.
it. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Dang. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Usually it's like 1 or 2 people that are watching that get it. So we've got Bravado Fox, Burrow. I don't know how to pronounce that person's name. Vinicius? I don't know how to pronounce that. My apologies. I know you're
gosh.
not even
Oh my
here,
gosh, you said
but
it
sorry.
so wrong. Oh my gosh, you said it wrong.
Yans
Haha,
for
everyone point and
you.
laugh.
Jose. Oh my gosh.
Jose.
We got
say the last name. Come
Joshua.
Oh, okay.
We got Ricardo. ACV,
Ricardo.
the Boo. All right. Yeah, everyone dodged the memberships. Well, like right now, they don't do a whole lot. You just get early access to videos, behind the scenes stuff, early access to world downloads, you know, fun stuff. But soon they'll have even more stuff. I'm working on it.
Do I switch my stream over to Destiny and just start playing Destiny?
Do you want to? You can.
I don't know. I would have to set it up first before I can actually do anything. I don't even know what I would stream, to be honest, on Destiny. I might just play by myself, to be honest. Yeah,
But,
I just wouldn't know what to do.
I don't know what to do now. What to do now? Might be it for stream. How long has it been? What time is
Yeah.
it?
It's been
It's
like an hour and
8:40.
30. Yeah, it's been an
It's
hour and
been
30
like
minutes.
2 hours almost.
Well,
I have been streaming for an hour and 35 minutes. An hour and 36 minutes.
yeah.
Okay. I think that's it for stream today.
Yeah.
You're way too broke to pay for membership. That's all right. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
It's only like $5. If you're that broke, then
That's not true.
I'm kidding.
The
I'm
cheapest one
kidding.
is $1. The second cheapest one is $3. But no one's forcing you to pay for it ever. No one. You don't have to. It's entirely optional. I appreciate
It
those who
is-
do. They help me with video stuff. It's nice. But optional. Watching my videos and hanging out is more than enough. That's more than enough. I promise. Need the grocery money. I feel that. I gotta spend grocery money on random trinkets.
I hate the stupid bare feet hat. That's like the worst hat ever. Where is my?
All right. After stream VC question mark. Are we feeling it?
There we go.
No. Yes. What are we thinking, Lee?
I'm probably okay with it. I'm probably just gonna play Destiny 2 or something. I don't know. I'm wearing my Sawyer
That's
skin
fair,
because
that's All right. Okay. Well, we'll do your server or my server.
probably your server. My server's basically
Okay.
locked. No one's in there.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, we'll hang out in VC for like, I don't know,
Oobla.
20 minutes.
Oobla.
Something or other. Stop by
Oobla.
and say hi if you want. If not, then I will see you guys next stream. Hopefully next Saturday. If not, I don't know when. I'm gonna be focusing on editing my video for the next like week. So
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know where you went.
switching over to just chatting. I'm gonna close out of the
Yeah,
world.
I'm probably
What
gonna do that
happened?
too. And we're back to just chatting. Yeah, honestly, I probably am just gonna go ahead and end the stream here now. There's not much going
Hello.
on. So
I'm crying.
why are you crying? What happened?
Okay, my sister's calling me. I might have to wait a bit.
Okay, well, yeah, I am just gonna go
Um,
ahead and start
Bye,
my ending soon.
everyone.
Yeah. Well, see you guys later on the next stream. Bye bye.